Welcome to our April newsletter. We're in the Getting to Know You series, and I have with me here Aaron, who works on our care homes team. So good to have you on the sofa. Aaron, I've just got a few questions to ask so that our supporters can get to know a little bit more about you, a little bit more about the care homes team. What giftings do you get to use in the care homes team?
Yeah, I suppose the obvious one would be music.
Yeah.
So, yeah, taking the guitar into homes is something that brings people together.
Nice. Love it.
Yeah.
And what do you do in terms of music with the residents? Is that worship or?
Yeah, mostly hymns.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we tend to lean into the older hymns
Fantastic.
more than the newer ones, something that they would recognise from their youth, and it
Oh, nice.
triggers memories, gets memories going as they participate and sing along.
Nice. And you get a really good reaction from the residents when you do that?
Yeah. Most of the time, yeah. Yeah. We found that sometimes people can be, when you're dealing with dementia, non-communicative
Right.
fairly often.
Yeah.
And it takes something to trigger communication. And what we found is by singing hymns that they might remember from their childhood, sparks off a memory, and they open their eyes, they start singing and smiling. So it's a very joyful thing.
And I also know, because I know you,
Yeah.
that you also speak in church as well. And so do you have the opportunity to speak in those services as well?
Yeah, so we lead, it depends on which home we go to. There are homes where singing is the more helpful thing to do,
Sure.
where there isn't such a capacity to listen or to take things in. We tend to focus on the hymns. There's a good gospel message in the hymns, and
Yeah.
I think that gets across a lot of the time. But there are homes where people have more capacity, and there we would, like today, we had a home, 14 or 15 people. We got to share the message of Easter, the resurrection of Jesus, and what that means. What that means for salvation for us personally as well. So, yeah, really good opportunities.
Fantastic. It sounds so good. Could you share us a story of something that happened in a home fairly recently?
There are stories every week.
When Aaron and Bev come back from a care home, they're always full of stories, and it's so encouraging to hear. And so, yeah, do you have one that resonated recently?
There's been a few. There was an occasion where we prayed for someone on one of the months that we visited, and we went back recently and heard that there'd been an answer to that prayer.
Come on.
Very significant healing within the family.
Wow.
And the lady was moved to tears, which was happy tears.
Yeah.
Which was a really nice thing to see, and we got to pray together again and give thanks to God.
Nice.
And there's lots of stories like that. Every week there's something new.
Yeah.
But I would say that overall, the main thing that I would have to say is just recently we have had people thanking us, which is a small thing, but it's an important thing.
Yeah.
And we've had people say that that we're making a significant impact in people's lives.
Wow.
And that, to me, that's the we get to see some results there. Not that we need to necessarily always see results, but seeing that and
So
hearing
good,
that is a very good thing.
Yeah, that's really, really encouraging to hear. The mission partners with churches from across the city. How does this work in practice for the care homes team?
We have, I think, over 17 volunteers. We visit, I think, almost 31 care homes a month.
Great.
Which, what that means is that the local churches are being in some way involved in the community. They're not sticking to the building. They're stepping outside, helping, practical help, going to see someone and read with them or sit with them, just talk with them or pray with them if they're Christians. So what we're seeing is churches actually getting out there and into the community. That's great. I'd like to see more of that.
Yes. What does an average week look like in the care homes team? If there is an average week.
Yeah, I'm not sure there is such thing as an average week, but busy.
Right.
Very busy. As I said earlier, we serve probably 31 care homes a month in various ways. We do befriending and we do like chaplaincy visits for people that are Christians. We go into the lounges, and we, as you know, we sing hymns and we share the gospel with people, and it's very wonderful. It's an amazing ministry, and it has highs and it has lows. So we can be going from singing joyfully with lots of people smiling and happy, or we could be at an end of life visit,
For sure. Yeah.
saying prayers with people who are in their last moments. So it's very, very up and it's very, very down in places.
Yeah.
But what I've seen is that God is so very present throughout all of that.
Great.
And he offers his help for not just the people we visit, but for us as well.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you for coming to join me today and having a
Welcome.
chat. It's so good, and so good to hear your heart for the work. It's all very exciting what you get up to. So, yeah, I hope that's come across, the joy that comes with this work. It's fantastic. And you can partner with us by standing with the Care Homes team and be praying for those things that Aaron has mentioned, for those chaplaincy visits, for the kind of one-to-one pastoral visits, and also for the services that happen in these homes. And also for the team. Be praying for the team, so for Aaron and for Bev, who lead the team who go into these homes, but also for the volunteers that are so vitally important to this work. And as Aaron said, you know, they're fantastic people who just have a real heart to serve these dear residents in care homes. We can also be praying for those moments that Aaron and Bev have the privilege of being there at the kind of end of life, and pray that there are opportunities for them to share the gospel with these people who are sadly going to die, that they can have that assurance of knowing where they're going, and ultimately give their lives to the Lord in those final few weeks, final few hours of their life. That's something that we can certainly be praying for these care homes in Brighton. But thank you again, Aaron, for joining me.
Pleasure.
It has been amazing, and we look forward to hearing more about what you're up to.
Thanks, Lloyd.